Have you ever felt that strange pull towards someone? That electric current that sparks between two souls before a single word is spoken? You don't know why, but you feel it. The air gets heavier, your heartbeat stumbles, and for a brief second you're not in control anymore. That is attraction, the most primal, powerful, and mysterious force that drives human connection. But what if I told you that attraction isn't random? That every glance, every tone of voice, every unspoken tension between a man and a woman follows a hidden psychological pattern. Behind the heartbeat, behind the chemistry, there's design, coded in the human brain, written by evolution and refined by emotion. Let's dive into it and the psychology of male and female attraction, where logic fades and instinct takes over. Attraction begins before love. It's the first spark, the invisible magnet that pulls two people closer without understanding why. For men and women, that spark ignites differently. The triggers are not the same because the psychology behind desire is built on opposite energies, masculine and feminine, meant to balance, not compete. For men, attraction starts with what they see. The male brain is hardwired to respond to visual stimuli. When a man looks at a woman, his subconscious isn't just noticing beauty. It's reading signals, symmetry, health, vitality, softness, confidence. Centuries ago, these were indicators of fertility and survival. But in modern times, they've evolved into symbols of emotional attraction. The way she carries herself, the way she smiles, the confidence in her voice. Yet what truly captivates a man isn't just the face he sees, it's the feeling she creates inside him. Because men don't fall in love with what they look at, they fall in love with how they feel when they look at her. A man is drawn to the woman who makes him feel powerful, who awakens his drive, who brings out his strength not by demanding it but by trusting it. When a woman looks at him as if he's capable of anything, she touches the deepest layer of his psychology, his desire to be seen as a protector, a provider, a leader. That's why men often say, there was just something about her. Well, it's not about perfection, it's about presence. The way she made him feel admired, respected, and alive. A woman who knows her worth and moves with quiet confidence doesn't need to chase attention. She attracts it. She becomes a mystery that every man wants to solve, not because she hides herself, but because she knows herself. And that confidence is magnetic. For women, attraction works differently. While a man's interest begins with what he sees, a woman's attraction begins with what she feels. She might notice his face, his build, his style, but what really draws her in is his energy, his presence, the way he carries himself, the way he speaks, the way he looks at her, and not as a prize but as a person. You see, a woman is psychologically attracted to emotionally dominant energy, not dominance in control, but dominance in certainty. A man who knows who he is, who moves with quiet confidence, who doesn't need validation, creates a psychological sense of safety in her mind. For a woman, safety isn't just physical, it's emotional. When she senses that a man can stay calm in chaos, lead with composure, and make decisions without fear, her subconscious relaxes. And when her mind feels safe, her heart opens. That's when attraction deepens, from curiosity to connection. A woman's desire is emotional storytelling. She's drawn to a man who can make her feel seen. When he listens not just to her words, but to her silence. When he remembers the little things, her favorite song, the way she laughs when she's nervous, the dreams she hides behind her logic, that's when he unlocks her heart. Because for her, attraction isn't about the body, it's about the bond. Attraction between men and women is not a game, it's a dance. And like any dance, it's all about rhythm. When masculine and feminine energies move in harmony, there's chemistry. But when they clash, when one tries to dominate or mimic the other, the rhythm breaks. Today's world often confuses equality with sameness. But true attraction isn't born from sameness, it's born from difference, from polarity. From the magnetic tension between strength and softness, logic and emotion, control and surrender. Masculine energy is direction, purpose, structure, action. Feminine energy is flow, motion, creativity, connection. When these two meet, attraction becomes inevitable. A man who is grounded in his purpose and a woman who is connected to her heart create a natural spark. It's not about gender roles. It's about energetic balance. Now, here's where it gets deeper. Psychologists say that attraction is a reflection of our subconscious needs. We are drawn to people who mirror parts of ourselves. Sometimes the parts we lack, sometimes the parts we suppress. A confident woman might be drawn to a grounded man because he stabilizes her passion. A strong man might be drawn to a nurturing woman because she softens his intensity. We attract what complements us, not what completes us. And yet, here's the irony. Attraction alone isn't enough, because attraction is chemical, but connection is emotional. Attraction pulls you closer, but compatibility keeps you there. Many people fall for the high of attraction, that rush, that obsession, that dopamine hit. But that's the trap, the brain's love drug. It makes us think we've found the one, when in truth we've found a reflection of what our mind craves at that moment. Real love begins after attraction, when the chemistry fades and the connection remains. But let's go back to the beginning, that first moment. Why does one person stand out in a crowd of thousands? Why do two people lock eyes and instantly feel the pull? Science says it's biology, psychology says it's pattern recognition, but maybe it's both. Our subconscious minds are scanning constantly, not for faces but for familiarity. Sometimes what attracts us is a reflection of our past, someone who reminds us of a feeling we once had, or one we've always wanted. For a woman, that might be the calm confidence she wished her father had. For a man, it might be the warmth he once felt from his mother's love, or the validation he never received. That's the secret layer of attraction. We don't fall for people by accident. We fall for the patterns they represent. And until we understand our own patterns, we'll keep calling chemistry what is really emotional repetition. Attraction is also timing. The same person who doesn't move you today might shake your world 5 years from now, because attraction isn't just who they are, it's where you are. When you're lost, you'll crave direction. When you're lonely, you'll crave comfort. When you're healing, you'll crave safety. Our emotional state shapes what we find attractive. That's why attraction isn't always a sign of right person. Sometimes it's just a sign of what your soul is seeking. Let's talk about mystery, the psychological backbone of attraction. For both men and women, mystery is irresistible, because the human brain is wired to chase what it doesn't fully understand. When everything is known, the excitement fades. That's why relationships built too fast often burn out. The initial chase and the curiosity, the unknown, that creates dopamine. It's that what if that keeps us intrigued. A man who doesn't reveal everything at once, who holds his purpose close, draws a woman in because she senses depth she hasn't reached yet. A woman who keeps a touch of unpredictability, a softness mixed with confidence, keeps a man enchanted because she's not a puzzle he can solve in a day. Mystery is not manipulation. It's mastery. It's the art of letting attraction breathe. But attraction also has a darker side, the side most people never talk about. Sometimes we're not attracted to what's good for us, like we're attracted to what feels familiar. A woman who grew up around emotional chaos might mistake unpredictability for passion. A man who was never truly seen might chase the woman who gives him short bursts of attention. That's not love, that's trauma disguised as desire. Understanding the psychology of attraction means learning to separate chemistry from compatibility. Chemistry is instant. It's a fire. Compatibility is gradual. It's a flame that stays. When you understand this, you stop chasing the spark and start valuing the connection. At the core of it all, attraction is communication. Silent, subconscious communication. The way he stands. The tone of her laugh. The micro-expressions, the gestures, the pauses. Your body speaks before your mouth does. A man's subtle confidence in the way he looks into her eyes without flinching tells her he's grounded. A woman's open posture, the softness in her voice, tells him she's approachable. Before a single word, attraction is already decided. The body decides before the brain can even explain it. And yet attraction alone doesn't create love. It only opens the door to it. When a man and woman truly connect, their energies don't compete. They complement. The masculine offers direction. The feminine offers flow. The masculine provides stability. The feminine provides meaning. Together, they create balance, the true essence of attraction. Because at the heart of every human being lies one desire: to be seen, to be understood, to be desired, and not for the mask we wear, but for the truth beneath it. That's what attraction truly is. It's the mind recognizing something familiar in another soul. It's two energies remembering they were once part of the same dance. So the next time you feel that spark, that pulse, that unexplainable connection, to pause. Ask yourself, is this chemistry or understanding? Is this attraction or alignment? Because the real psychology of attraction isn't about how fast your heart beats. It's about what and who it beats for. When a man and woman understand the balance between desire and respect, between mystery and honesty, between attraction and connection, that's when love transcends biology. It becomes something deeper, something timeless, something beyond the mind, something the soul remembers. Attraction begins with curiosity, but it ends with understanding. That's the beauty of it. The endless dance between two energies meant not to own, but to awaken each other. Male and female attraction isn't about domination, control, or manipulation. It's about harmony. It's about polarity. It's about the timeless rhythm of life itself, the yin and yang that keeps the universe in balance. So maybe attraction isn't something we find. Maybe it's something we remember. Because every glance, every heartbeat, every unspoken pull between man and woman is just a reminder of that ancient truth. We were never meant to exist alone. Attraction is nature's way of bringing two energies together, not to complete each other, but to awaken what's been sleeping within.